magic. We're not ready quite yet, but we're almost there. All right. I think I think we're good to go. You want to start this? Let's do it.
Woo! It is hot! The magic is going to be hot today. Welcome. My name is Aaron Fisher. I am here with Alex Slemmer and Adam Grace from Conjurer Community. That is the world's best magic club. Today we're going to be taking you into the world, inside the mind of the great magical genius Gaetan Bloom. But before we get started, take just a moment and hit that fantastic, fantabulous follow button and that salacious subscribe button so you'll be notified whenever we go live with brand new Shizzo. Hello there, Alex. How did you pick today's Gaetan Bloom miracles?
Well, just tried to get stuff that really tickled my brain, because we've talked about this before with Gaetan Bloom. The stuff that Gaetan does, often the presentations are just the tip of the iceberg. Often the methods are just as cool as the tricks. So it's fun to study the magic of Gaetan because all of his magic is just so cool. And every direction you look at it, it's just got something that tickles your brain, that makes you go, wow, that is clever. That is creative. I can't wait to dig into this thing. And this is more of those stuff. And actually, I took a little bit of a turn here. To start off, I sort of went backwards. And I have a really old clip of Gaetan Bloom that uses something that we all know, but it takes a very popular magic plot and sort of turns it on its ear and makes it into something different. And there's little details that you'll see as a magician. You can't really do the things that he's doing unless you use this method that he's using. So this is a good one. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
This is my version of the coins for the table, and I call it the poor man coins for the table because I do it with buttons instead of coins, because I am not so rich. So the good thing about this trick is that you can do it standing up without no preparation. You can see there is nothing behind the carpet. Where are you? Ah, here they are. Okay, so watch now. 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons and 2 empty hands. I take the first one, the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Nothing there. Watch. Only 3, the first one is there. 1, 2, 3 buttons. Okay? You have to watch them very closely. But this one is the important one. So never forget. 1 only. I go there. 2, 1, 2. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons. Ready? We go. That's the first one, that's the second one, that's the third one, the fourth one. Only 2. 2. 1, 2, 3. Can't believe it. The last one, the best one. I just put it there. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Watch. 3 and 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ta-da! The good thing is that you can put everything away and you are clean. Well.
You can't do coins for the table standing up, man. That's awesome.
I wanted to just say, Alex was just saying how clever Gaetan's ideas are. But there's a lot of magic guys that have clever ideas. The thing about Gaetan's clever ideas is they always seem to result in unusually strong magic. The ideas are so clever, but they're always in service of the effect that pays off. Sometimes you get a really clever idea that doesn't really catch the mouse. You know what I mean? That doesn't necessarily a better mouse trap, just a cooler one. This dude is not like that. I'd never seen that before. Had you, Adam?
No, that's my first viewing of that. It's pretty great. It's like you said, I've never seen a stand-up version of that before. I like that. I like how he does. I like how he shows the close-up mat too. It's like, oh, just the rug here, nothing to see here. It's really clever, man. You kind of need to watch that another time, maybe.
He kind of fools you the first time with everything he does. Like, if you're not, no matter who you are, when you see Gaetan Bloom do a trick the first time, he gets you. because whatever he's got is sufficiently strong on the effect that you just don't see it coming.
He's still like that to this day,
Always.
too. You know,
Every trick I've ever read of Gaetan Bloom's has that quality or scene. You know, every time I see a trick, I'm like, yeah, he had something going. I'm not even going to speculate. Alex, do you want to tell us anything about it, since we're not going to expose our ignorance and how badly we got trashed just now by the master?
I'll just give you a hint. The purse is essential to the deception.
Fair enough.
really.
Other than that,
Wow.
we should talk about it in the after show, because it's very clever. The whole thing is just very clever. The whole sequence is very clever.
Members, you may be lucky, because what we may do is have a pretty short show today while we look at this exciting magic, talk about it. And of course, we're not allowed to get so deep into the talk, in YouTube. So that's why we have that magic club. That's why we're in Conjurer Community Club. So let's see the next trick. Maybe we'll have this exploded after show today, just because Gaetan Bloom demanded it. We'll see.
Yeah, right.
In this newspaper, so I keep this here like that, you know. And also, I meet somebody recently. We say, have you any way to mix the card without shuffling them and with your hands? Aha, not easy that. So can you shuffle them first? But if you shuffle the cards, you have to mix them with your hands, you know. And you can go through the cards, see they are all different and all that. So I found a solution to do that. And it just to put the card in the newspaper like this, tuck, and to spread them like that, you know. And while some are face up, I don't want that. Okay? So now the only way to shuffle the card without touching them is just to grab the newspaper here and to shuffle like this. That's what I'm going to do. And the trick is very easy, because every time one card turns face up, you get rid of the card. Okay? So I just put them here like that. Now we start. You can see the camera? Okay, we go. Well, a lot of face-up cards, you can get rid of that. Get rid, help me, so you won't lose time. So it looks a little bit stupid as a way to shuffle cards, but it works, you know? Okay, now we have more. Okay, more face-up cards, all different, yeah? Ole, tack, one more. Up. 3 more, not so many left. Hop. All that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now watch. No manipulation. I can't touch the card even. Huh? Nothing. Okay, we're good. Ah, tuck. Only 3 left. Look. Ah, remove the 2. Only 1 left. And from the beginning, I believe in newspapers. Add something here. Can you keep that? Don't open it, because now we have just to look at this card. Queen of Diamonds. Can you open? Yeah. Inside. Queen of Diamonds. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Talk about a trick that plays big. Again, we were just talking about, I forget who did it just the other day, about a stop trick, you know? The idea was, I think it was Don Allen. He had a jumbo card, and you could deal anywhere and say stop, and it was just a card. You know, you carry that easily with you, but that could play for 800 people, right? You see it and get it. The person sees, everyone sees what it is. That is kind of one of the things that makes Gaetan so great, is that his sensibility is equal parts clever and literally astonishing. Steve Barcelona would say that that's a worker.
Yeah, that is a worker. And it's a big showpiece that is really low tech, right? The method is what does that whole thing for you, because essentially we're talking about a card force here, right? It's like an open prediction kind of a trick.
Because he's got really good card force.
Yeah, it's a really great card force that looks
so big.
Super clean. The plays big. Everyone can see what the procedure is from a mile away. It's great. Totally.
Yeah. Now, I don't feel quite as unmoored into its method, but that I'm sure that there's I'm sure it's the most clever version of whatever's in my mind that it could possibly be. Again, that's a vote for an after show discussion.
That one didn't move me quite as much as
The
most
next one will give you what you're looking for. The next one's going to give you more of that Gaetan thing that's going to make you go, what?
Like because of the magic was good. I'm sorry, Adam. I just like good magic. I guess some people aren't into that. Adam's not into good magic. He wears the black hat. You know, sometimes at meetings we call him Black Hat.
I like really bad magic.
That's
like
right.
That box back there.
He's
You think something magical is going to happen in that box. It actually, only thing that appears in there is a quarter.
And sadness.
Adam, box for a coin production.
The sorcerer of short. He shorts magic. He shorts.
I think what it is about that, it wasn't the method. I think the thing about that is that I felt like he kind of wasted it. Like, oh, you know, open this thing up and now look, it says Queen of Diamonds. And I felt like that you probably could have gotten, this must be like a lecture for magicians, because you totally could have gotten so much more
makes sense
impact out of a reveal, as opposed to it being written, you know, whatever.
Just to give everyone a little background, Gaetan was the magician, cabaret magician at an extremely famous and long-lasting cabaret in France, in Paris, called the Crazy Horse Saloon. And he performed there on stage every night surrounded by dancing girls. So there's no doubt about it. When we see some of the Gaetan stuff, when he's sharing ideas with magicians, I'm guessing, Adam, that was as close as Gaetan would get to a utility force demonstration. I think you've called that correctly.
And that day that all of that stuff was shot, the audience was brought in. This was not one of those L&L shoots. This was an A1 shoot. So this was a little bit different. Those people that were in that audience, they were fresh audience. All those people had never seen magic before.
Not given breakfast. Not like L&L. They weren't fed and liquored up.
No, they were brought to see a show, and no one was given any food. No one was. There might have been like beverages, but not even like alcoholic beverages. It was probably like, here's a drink to drink while you're sitting in that chair to watch the match.
Can you imagine?
Right,
I'll come watch it, but do I get a bagel?
Well, it's 10 a.m. It's 10 a.m. in Sacramento, and
no, this was evening. This one was actually shot in the evening. Like this one was we probably started shooting around 6 p.m. and finished by like 9 or 10. And the weird thing is that this one was a weird shoot, because this one, the convention that we had Gaetan Bloom in, and we also had Dominique Duvouvier. So it was a shoot that had both of those, because we had to take advantage of the audience. We did a show for that whole audience with two magicians, and they came out and did these things just sequentially, just one after another.
Neighbors and friends. Neighbors and friends. And Dominique's great, but I'm a Bloom man.
Yeah, Gaetan closed.
You know how Jim Steinmeier said at that lecture that you were either a Blackstone man or a Thurston man when he was growing up?
Right.
Right? Well, I think in Paris, you know, you can be a Duvivier man or a Bloom man. And of course, I'm guessing Duvivier men also feel like there's no contest. But what would they
probably do? They probably do.
Well, they do. I mean, they have a whole family there.
Right. That's their gang. I get it.
We should do a Thurston versus Blackstone. We're talking about Blackstone Senior. We should do a Thurston versus Blackstone show. There's no video footage, but I don't know how we would do it.
Read Jim's manuscript out loud.
Right. You read the next trip.
You have another trick? I could watch Gaetan Bloom magic all day. I really could.
Yeah, this next one's going to be satisfying. This is different. This is way different. And
I was satisfied. I wasn't the black hat. I'm the green hat.
Fair enough.
Green means love, and black means no.
Completely different. It's a big problem. I know in this country it's not a big problem, but because nobody is smoking, no, anymore. You can't smoke in the street, you can't smoke in the restaurant, you can smoke anywhere. Come to France if you want to smoke, you can smoke. It's bad to smoke, it's bad, it's very bad. I'm trying to quit smoking, and I have a method. Who is smoking right now? Well, right now nobody, but in life. Nobody is smoking? Be honest. Oh, only one. Yes, I'm smoking. You want to quit smoking?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So I show you my method. It's very easy. All you need is to take how you call this, cigarette paper. So you take a piece of, you can try, you can do the same as I do if you want. So you see you just take the piece of paper like that, and you do this. Okay, that's a good part. Okay, relax, because it will be tough for you. You take the piece of paper and you just put it in your mouth. And you swallow it. Oh, yucky. Water. Smell bad. Tastes bad. Now, I come to the funny part. Amsterdam tobacco, you can like? Oh, yeah. So now, all you have to do, you take some tobacco like this. Not a lot. Just that.
Oh, Adam's gonna love this trick.
Oh, my God.
The one you've been waiting for. Practical.
You just quit smoking already.
You just quit smoking already.
Yeah, I'm loving this so far.
This beats the patch, right?
And then you will quit smoking. I quit smoking. I don't need to smoke. I don't. There's one less thing you have not to do, is to take this. If terrible. I will never quit smoking, you know. I don't know why, but terrible. Thank you. One glass. No. Forget it.
Gosh, you're gonna love that.
That was like real
Wow.
magic.
Say that again.
That was like real magic. Everything he does is like real magic. It really is. I mean, I sympathize with Adam's point relative to a fully fleshed out Gaetan Bloom miracle. He was demonstrating a beautiful utility item. This here, felt like I mean, that's magic, right?
And the first time I saw him do this, he did it in the auditorium for the whole convention of folks, and it was like everybody got hit in the stomach with a bat when he did that. Like, ugh, you could hear the air leave everyone's gut at the moment that cigarette was produced. It was really a strong piece, man. It's really good. Plays huge.
Kind of a
And
fooler,
notice
too.
again, plays huge, and it's well, one has a theory or two, but when one has, I just remember when you have theories about Tom Mullica's tricks and everything, sometimes methods involve a lot of suffering,
Mm-hmm.
and other times methods don't. And Tom Mullica used to swallow a whole pack of cigarettes, and he did it so convincingly in his nicotine nincompoop. He would have the whole flaming pack in his mouth at once, like this, sprouted up and lit, all of it, flaming, 20 points of light, right? And then he would suck them down, and then he would lightly cover it in a cocktail napkin, and he would poke it down his throat, and he would swallow it. And I remember it was one of the first time I ever saw Tom Mullica. It was on videotape, and I was so grossed out that he had done that. And I watched it 1,000 times, and I couldn't believe he was doing that, but yet that's what he was doing. And it took a month before Richard Kaufman, who I'd met, said to me, "He's not swallowing them." I went, "He's not?" He says, "No." And then I watched it another 20 times, and I still didn't quite believe he wasn't swallowing them, except he wasn't swallowing them. So I think we're all curious here because, I don't think you're supposed to go swallowing lumps of tobacco is the thing.
It's
I
true.
think there's a moral of the story. It's not like, it's kind of like giving a dog chocolate.
Right. Don't do it.
It's not good. So again, members, I can't wait. We're going to talk about it after the show. Do we have any more videos to share of Gaetan today?
Yeah. This next one's pretty interesting because this is more of like a gambling theme, and it's like he sort of predicts how a, you could predict anything with this. You could just predict the outcome of any sort of gaming event, any sort of sporting event. It's pretty great.
Is it
and
like
this
a headline prediction?
Say it again.
Is it like a headline prediction? Have you guys ever done those? I'm curious. Have either of you ever done headline prediction?
I have not. I've always loved the idea of it, but I've never done it. No.
All right, we can talk about that after.
Yeah, this is a little bit different. This is cool though. This is really
with chances too. But I want you to take these cards and to remove any 9 card from 1 to 9. 1 to 9, any suits you like, but can be mixed, whatever. From 1 to 9. And now I prepare something here. Okay, nearly forget this one. Good. Oop.
How predictable.
Okay. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. And we're going to play a funny game of odds. It's called in France a quartet. A quartet, it's like a tiercé. We had tiercé before. Quartet, you know what it is? It's races. Horse races. You know that? Okay. So in France now, to win, you need to have the 4 horses in the right order. Before was 3, now it's 4. I don't know here, but it's like that. So please, can you show the cards to the camera? 9 cards. Okay, you are going to be the master of this game. So I want you to pass the card over, all the pack like this, to and you say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Stop. So, madame, you are going to be the directress, as we say, of the race. So you have all the cards. I want you to stand up, please, and look at the camera there. Good. Okay. Now you shuffle the cards, and whenever you like, you say go. Go. So she starts shuffling, and she shuffles. And whenever you like now, you say stop.
Stop.
And when you stop, the first card on your pack will be the winner, okay? So you give me the winner. The winner is? Yeah, can show it to everybody. It's 9. The 9 of diamonds. Now, when you say go again, she starts shuffling again, and we go like that.
Stop.
Next winner. The next winner is the 3. 3 of diamonds.
Go. Stop.
The third one. 5.
Go.
We go for the last one now.
Stop.
So, 4. Okay. I want you to show to the camera that all the cards are really different. There is no trick in that. And I just stuck the last one here. It's good? Thank you. So, I have no control on that. I mean, you took the cards you wanted, and you shuffled them. There's no connection in between you, me, nothing. And so, the result is 9, 3, 5, and 4. And there was no way for me to know this in advance. I hope you guess I'm correct. Okay, so I wrote prediction there, and I want you to tear this off the slate, piece of newspaper. 9, 3, 5, 4. And correct, 9, 3, 5, 4. Thank you very much. I think you have to play.
No way. Just no way.
That's like, mwah, that's quintessential Bloom. Did that feel a little half finished for you, Adam?
No, that one in that case, I think that the method and everything is so much
You've
of a
seen this one
fooler
before.
there. Yeah, you can't. I don't even.
There's
I
no
don't
way
know
to
what
reconstruct this one,
I've
right?
seen an illustration of the method, and I still don't remember what happened to me, but it's perfect. That was like the perfect piece of card mentalism. Like, seriously, in terms of actual impossibility, it's hard to imagine something playing better than that. I'm just, even though I sort of know the principle, I've forgotten what happened to me just now. It felt like magic. That's right.
It's a
Loaded
killer,
machine is
man.
on fire.
I mentioned it in the last show that we did on Gaetan, but I was actually production assistant on this video, so I was sort of Gaetan's roadie when he did his show. I helped him bring out all the props and help him set up all the props. I helped him build a couple props early in the day. It was really, one of the times of my life to be able to hang out with that guy and, just talk shop about magic with him. It was fascinating. But to see all of these things up close, like this thing is a specialized prop that does what this is. And we'll talk about it in the after show because it's like literally a genius level prop that he built to make that thing happen. And it's lovely. I'm such a fan. I'm such a fan. I love Gaetan. I think he's
Never
amazing.
seen that device anywhere else.
Yeah, and you'll never see anything like that because it's just such off the wall thinking. There's no way that you're going to come up with that as a method. I'm shocked that he came up with it as a method.
I thought it was real magic. Darn.
It could be. If you send me the right fee, it could be. It could be your next miracle.
I thought about this last one that we're going to look at, and next week is my birthday. And I thought it might be a nice birthday gift to give to myself to have this one be in the Our Favorite Tricks next week. And thought maybe I'd just throw out a couple just because it's my birthday and do a couple magic tricks. What do you guys think?
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
I was afraid you were going to suggest that someone else do magic for your birthday.
How about we do that? I won't do any tricks for my birthday.
No, it's a terrible idea.
This last one is really this is like one of those classic Gaetan Bloom tricks that, like, if you're exposed to Gaetan Bloom, this should be in one of your first sittings of watching Gaetan Bloom, because I think it's one of the genius level tricks that he does, and it's one of the tricks that he made his name in America with. When he first came to the United States and went to the Magic Castle, he spent the night working the castle doing this trick and just fooling all of the biggest minds in magic the whole night. And all of them were trying to pin him in a corner and get a different situation, see if they could dissect how this thing works, but none of them figured it out. This is such a great trick. Let's check this out. This is awesome. One of my favorites.
It's very simple.
Old school.
It's a trick with two cards, any card. For instance, 8 and Jack. Now you turn the Jack over like that. You put the two cards like that. Now watch. Nothing to do. Just that. And these cards stay. And there's absolutely nothing to see. You can turn the card over. And you can give everything to examination. So you said maybe the cards are faked in one way. So I do this trick with two other cards. Like this too. King of 7. Doesn't matter. Just do the same thing. And it works. No preparation, nothing. Of course, if they try to do this, they turn the first card over, they do that, boop, and it doesn't work. But you can take the same two cards and do it another way, for instance, like that. And it still works. Now watch, if you don't like this, you can go there. Or you can go there. You can turn it over, no problem. And it's still one card. So when you have done this a few times, they can take the card and turn the card. And now you have two pieces of card. So you try to, but it's much more difficult because it's smaller. But it still works. Watch, I do it again that time. The small side, like that. Chop. Now you can turn the card over like that. And with a quarter, it's still the same. Now, you can think also, must be something wrong under the carpet. So you do it that way, no problem. And now you take this card, you put it just there. And it still works. And believe me, do this trick, you will never regret.
Home run, man. Home run. Love that one. So good. He literally was going around the Magic Castle and fooling guys like Di Vernon and Tony Giorgio and Larry Jennings and just doing this thing over and over again. And all of them going, hey, come over here and watch this guy do this trick. So they can, they can watch him do it again and again and again. Amazing trick.
Oh man, that's really
What say you to that one, buddy?
Yeah, I like that a lot. I like tricks like that a lot too. That are, it's really that's a useful trick. You can use it in a lot of situations. Very devious. Took the words right out of my mouth. Look at that. Method wise, I love it as well. I think we're probably going to talk about that one in the after show too, huh?
Yes, we might as well.
Yeah, we should. So I don't know if you guys know we do this, but when you're a member of Conjure Community, you get to come to the after shows. And this is where we talk about methods and secrets, and we get to discuss these awesome things that we see. So that's what we're going to do right now. And if you were watching this on our social medias, then we want to say thanks for joining us. Awesome. Do us a quick favor and hit subscribe and click that beautiful, marvelous,
fantastic follow button.
That's right.
And that salacious subscribe.
That's right.